And when their prey breaks cover, they'll dive down from that height advantage, being right over it, and be able to capture their prey on the ground or in the air.
The peregrine and the kestrel have different approaches. But when it's time to kill, these two falcons rely on the same tools to finish the job.
All falcons have a specially designed beak. It has a 90-degree angle in it, a little tooth that sticks out on both sides. So when they take their prey down using their speed and their feet, they immediately go right to the spinal column, right to the neck, and will dislocate a backbone, subduing their prey so the prey doesn't fight back.
This powerful tool gives both the peregrine falcon and the American kestrel the ability to take down prey twice their size. Sometimes their catch may be too big to eat in one sitting, but for falcons, a big kill is an investment in the future.
Falcon.
The bald eagle is truly an icon. With laser-sharp eyes and deadly talons on powerful feet, this bird of prey is a phenomenal hunter. Eagle eyes. The cliché is so ubiquitous, it's easy to forget where it comes from. Cruising at 70 kilometers per hour, an eagle can spot prey from up to 3 kilometers away. He pinpoints his target with predatory binocular vision, dives, accelerates to almost 160 kilometers per hour, seizes, and crushes its victim with razor-sharp talons 10 times stronger than a human's grip. The symbolism lives on in the bald eagle. After a brush with extinction in the 1980s, this majestic animal now lives in virtually every part of North America. They are large, voracious carnivores, proficient aquatic predators. They need meat, and lots of it.
Bald eagles are found near large body, a lot of open water.
From beak to tail, they are a meter long. Their wingspan is as much as 2 meters. Males can be up to 4 kilograms, while females can be 25% bigger, up to 6.5 kilograms. That size advantage is unusual in the animal world, but not for birds of prey. There are larger birds out there, but in the hearts and minds of many wildlife enthusiasts, the bald eagle soars above all others. Clearly, this handsome hunter is not bald at all. The name comes from the Old English word balde, meaning white. The eyes are almost as large as a human's, but our vision pales in comparison.
Its vision is probably between 4 and 7 times stronger than humans, depending on what expert you talk to. Now you have to remember they see faster than us, so we see about 28 to 30 frames per second. They see over 100 frames per second, and so they can see speed really easy. Where we can move our eyes side to side, birds of prey can't. They actually have to move their head. But it's advantageous that now their eyes are a steady platform. When they're almost like a gyroscope, their neck acts as, and they can use that binocular vision and pull focus, which allows them to have almost something called tunnel vision. So they can see something and focus on it, be able to fly up and down, their head stays still, and they can still home in on what they're trying to hunt.
They are fully capable of hunting a wide array of small animals, but they're designed specifically to kill fish. As they lock onto the target, a nictitating membrane closes over to protect the eyeballs. It blinks every 3 to 4 seconds to keep the eye moist and clean. But because it's translucent, vision is maintained. Then, the talons go to work.
Bald eagles don't have as long as talons as some of the other birds of prey or raptor species for the simple fact is they are fish catchers, so they don't need the big hook on their talons. They do have slightly curved talons, but it makes it a little bit easier if they're not hooked all the way around. It makes it much easier to grab into slippery things like fish. But also on their feet, they have almost like sandpaper or like treads on your shoes. It allows them to have grip so they can hold on to fish and other slippery things. They have a hook on the end of their beak, which acts just like us using a fork. So their feet do the killing, and where their feet make little holes in their food, they can stick their beak in that hole and pull little pieces off, because they're certainly not going to be able to swallow their food whole when they catch something as large as, say, a 2-kilo rainbow trout. They're able to put their hook in the beak and pull it out in little pieces, and they got perfect sashimi for the rest of the day.
Eagles have been used as symbols of power and integrity, perhaps because of their reputation as great hunters, or because they look intimidating. But in the wild, eagles do what needs to be done to survive. And that means they're just as happy feasting on other animals' kills.
Bald eagles are considered to be about a 50-50 predator. So
Hunting and scavenging, bald eagles have another trick up their sleeves. When it's time to eat, they're not above stealing. Bald eagles are kleptoparasitic. They're food pirates. If they see another eagle with a fish, they have no problem swooping down to snatch it out of its talons. Many times the other bird will drop it, and the bald eagle will either catch it in the air or catch it on the surface of a lake.
if they see a cormorant with a fish, they're just going to snatch the cormorant and the fish.
Whether they have to beg, borrow, or steal, these birds of prey will take any food. They're savvy survivors with a firm grip on their role as America's icon. Some hawks hunt in packs, eating prey twice their size, while others search in solitude. Up here, this solitary Harris hawk looks like it doesn't need any help. With its razor-sharp vision, prey hardly stands a chance. Now, it's just a waiting game, and when it finally zeroes in on its target, it rarely misses. But if it does, it's no big deal, because there's always another hawk right behind to pick up the slack. Harris hawks are one of the few birds of prey that hunt in packs.
Very similar to how wolves would hunt together.
Hunting as a group means that a Harris hawk has a better chance of getting a meal, a strategy it evolved because they mostly live in deserts where food is scarce. The group dynamic increases their chances of finding food where there is little. The strategy for this hawk is to work in groups of 2 to 6. Each has a specific job. It might be to flush out prey from the brush, while others wait to make the kill. The best view is always from high up. The thermal breezes from below allow them to gain altitude.
Heat currents coming off the earth, and they can sit on those, and that's like a hot air balloon pushing them in the air.
All hawks have incredible eyesight. They see in color as humans do. Also, they can see in the ultraviolet range, which allows them to spot prey at dusk, and the position of their eyes gives them an additional advantage.
Hawks, just like utterly within their eye, to be able to spot something, look at it, and be able to pursue it without taking their eyes off it.
What allows hawks to continue that pursuit at high speed is the same type of semi-transparent membrane that protects eagles' eyes. It moves across from side to side like a windshield wiper.
It moistens the eye and allows them to be able to see at fairly high speed. And this is a great advantage over humans because we have to blink all the time, and by blinking, we take our vision away. Basically, we're shutting our eyes for a split second, where hawks don't have that.
The see-through membrane allows the hawk to never lose sight of its quarry. To make the perfect kill, Harris hawks rely on brute strength, using particularly large and powerful beaks and talons. Hawks vary in size from species to species. The Harris hawk has an average wingspan of 115 centimeters. They're experts at taking prey in mid-flight. They can grab a bird at high speed using ratchet-like tendons in their toes. Once they grab on, they don't let go. The more the prey moves, the tighter they grip.
They grab onto their prey and they will squeeze. Some squeeze multiple times and put multiple holes in their prey. Some will squeeze.
For hawks, patience and position lead to a kill.
They'll sit on a, for instance, red-tailed hawks in North America eat a lot of mice and snakes in the summertime where they're available. We have Swainson's hawks of the Canadian prairies and badlands that eat a lot of grasshoppers in the summer months. We have goshawks in the forests of the Northern Hemisphere, North America, Asia, and Europe. They eat a lot of grouse. They eat a lot of crows and rooks. Also, very dependent on where they are, but a lot of...
Hawks, it seems, are happy to go with the flow when it comes to eating and accept whatever's on the menu. With binocular vision, vice grip-like feet, and the ability to hunt in packs, these feathered assassins have become masters of air and land. Seeing the world from above give birds of prey a huge advantage. With impeccable eyesight, sharp beaks, and powerful talons, these predators are precise